All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another video. All right, y'all, finally got a chance to catch one of Alexa Grasso's most recent interviews, and this one was just done like less than a day ago. It was a New York Post interview, and it was only like 7 minutes, man. So that tells you something, too. Like, the vibe right now and the energy with both Valentina and Alexa Grasso, you can see that they really want to just get this fight over with. They want to get in there and showcase what they're made of and what they prepare for, especially Alexa. I mean, Valentina, I think her last interview, the one with James Lynch, was like 20 minutes, but Alexa Grasso's was only like 7. It was like 7 minutes. You know, it just seemed like she wanted to jump in there and just answer the question, get it over with, and, you know, and that's all that can be said. You know, actions are just going to speak for it at this point. And that's the kind of vibe I was getting from Alexa Grasso, that, you know, she's prepared, and what else can be said, right? What else can be said from her at this point? And I think from that, from that answer, I think that, you know, Alexa Grasso is going to be very dangerous going into this fight. But I also think Valentina is going to be dangerous. So I think the rematch is pretty much going to live up to, you know, what it should. You know, it's going to be as good as the first fight, maybe a little bit better here because, you know, Valentina, you know, she's going to show Alexa Grasso a little bit more respect. But, you know, she's going to try to adjust to what Grasso brings. And with Grasso being much more well-rounded than the last fight, you know, I think she's going to surprise Valentina, because listening to this interview too, you know, Alexa short, quick with the answers, short and sweet with the answers. You know, I believe that when the answers are short and sweet like that, we're going to see something special, you know, because like she said, she's been training in so many different areas now. You know, it's been crazy because she stepped her game up, you know, and that's the one thing I've been wanting to see with Alexa Grasso. You know, I wanted to prove me wrong as far as, you know, how I've been saying about her, because I like her technique and everything. But, you know, the level of skill like she had brought in the past, it was good. But I always knew, like, she could be better. She was just never showing that, you know, like she was just never rise to the occasion. So it is true. Like she said, she's a better fighter than she used to be, right? And that's what you got to be, right? Like, you got to be better than the last time, you know? So that is proof that she has stepped her game up before. You know, she has stepped her game up since going into this camp with Valentina. You know, she has proven to be a better fighter than she has in the past. And I think that's something that, you know, Alexa Grasso, you know, she's really kind of thriving on now. You know, she's really proud of herself with that. So I think going into this fight here, you know, she's going to really build off of that and surprise people again. But yeah, like she said, she wants to be the best. You know, and be the best. You know, she's got to keep training like she's doing. And, you know, discipline is on point. You know, discipline is on point with her. And, you know, this fight, the first fight with Valentina made her rise to the occasion. You know, it was one of them things like, yeah, you know, if you really want it now, now's the time. You got to get it all. You know, you got to get everything in. And, you know, yeah, she's been improving in areas we haven't seen her look that good in before. And now she's there, right? So I think, yeah, man, this fight's going to be crazy. And every time I think of what Valentina's saying, too, as far as destroying her and, you know, her, you know, just going in there and making sure she's tight, I think this is probably going to be, I think it's definitely going to be the fight of the night on the card, as far as, you know, just the best fighting the best and technique versus technique, because the more and more Grasso sharpens up her skills and the way her style is clashing with Valentina, and how it kind of just, you know, frustrates Valentina a little bit, makes her uneasy. You can see it in each round in the first fight. Yeah, I think it's gonna have some scary moments in this fight for both of y'all fans, for both fighters. See, I like the fight game, so, you know, I'm ready to see it. You know, I'm gonna call it too. I'm gonna call it Saturday night. We're gonna be on live for this one, y'all. But real quick, with anything else I wanted to say about this interview, well, just as far as Grasso goes, you know, it's one of those situations like with Grasso where sometimes the resume, it can kind of fool you. Even me as a fight fan, sometimes, you know, when I see a fighter just fight a certain level of fighters and I'm feeling like, okay, they haven't fought like high level fighters yet, so how can they beat Valentina, right? But sometimes it just takes a better fighter to make them rise to the occasion, if that makes sense. Like, again, I kind of go back to Terrence Crawford. You know, I was one of the ones that felt like he's a good fighter, but we're not seeing his best because the level of competition wasn't like the best, like Amir Khan and Kell Brook and so on, right? But it was like it took a high-level opponent for him to rise to that occasion, right, against like Errol Spence Jr., right? So I think the same thing for Alexa Grasso. Like, you know, the resume is good. You know, she's winning all these fights, but we were still saying, okay, she ain't got nobody that's going to get her to that level to fight Valentina. But there is nobody, right? It's just all in the mind and all in preparation, right? So when she signed on to fight Valentina, that's what made her rise to the occasion, right? Just something inside her, right? It wasn't a resume. You know, it wasn't an opponent that could get you that experience. It's just something inside you that made you have to say, it's time to do our homework and go in and prepare, right? So, yeah, that's what I wanted to get out there. I was just kind of thinking back and said, you know, what is it about Grasso? Like, what is it about her? You know, well, it's one of those situations. She got the opponent to make her rise to the occasion. And I think, once again, we'll see her rise. But I'm not sure who's going to win this fight yet, y'all. Until I do my keys to victory, I'll give y'all my pick. But y'all know who I'm kind of leaning to again in this one, man, because, you know, I think the Bullet should be able to do what she does. She's been here before. But then it's like Grasso, man, like this girl right here, she's been doing it, man. She's been preparing for this. And I don't think she's going to show any type of fear against Valentina Shevchenko. But, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Who y'all got in this fight? What do y'all think of Grasso as far as her body language? It looks like she's ready to me. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.